Hey guys, this is Heather Shannon, sex and relationship therapist, and today I'm here to talk to you about what to do when you have a new partner and they identify as kinky. So, the first thing is, you don't want to jump in there and interrogate them. So they might be kind of shyly saying like, well, I'm kinky and I just, I've kind of learned I should probably disclose this sooner rather than later, just to make sure that there's some compatibility there. Or they might just be a really open person or, decide for whatever reason to disclose this. You don't really want to jump in there and be like, oh, what does that mean? What are all the activities you like to do? What are else? Do you like to be tied up? Do you want to be handcuffed? Do you like other people to hit you with things? And so rather than doing that, because that could make them defensive, right? That could kind of make them go back in their little turtle shell. It could also make them feel kind of objectified or like a sexual object, or that, maybe you're looking just to kind of be entertained or titillated, which they might want. But at this point, you haven't established that. So it's better to err on the side of caution until you have consent for something like that. But you do want to bring an attitude of curiosity and openness, right? And so how do you kind of strike that balance between not being invasive, but also showing that you're interested, you're curious? So you can actually just state that. You can just say, oh, wow, that's really interesting. Thanks for sharing that with me. I'd love to learn more about that. If there's anything that, articles you want me to read or anything you want to share with me. And also that, hey, whenever you want to talk about more details, like I'm here for that, I'm open to that, and kind of go from there. So you're kind of just setting like a nice, like, hey, this is a safe emotional space, like, you can share what you want, and that would probably be good for them to receive. You can also ask, okay, great, thanks for letting me know that, like, how can I kind of be supportive around that for you? Rather than assuming, So while the golden rule is good, I like the platinum rule where we're not just doing what we would want, we're actually kind of taking the time to ask and find out, like, what kind of support can I give you around this? So giving them what they need rather than what we think they might need. And then if they do start sharing at some point about, specific things they're interested in, just keeping in mind the phrase, don't yuck my yum. So this is something that you'll hear commonly in the kink community, and even within the kink community, because there's such an array of kinks and fetishes and, BDSM activities, a lot of people don't like each other's kinks, and they might kind of be thinking, oh, that's kind of gross, or, oh, that, makes me nauseous almost. So you can kind of have these visceral reactions sometimes to people's kinks. And so this phrase is important because within the kink community, people have been kind of marginalized or stigmatized, and so I think there's an understanding there of, we don't want to perpetuate that or do that to other people. And so as a new partner of someone who identifies as kinky, you're not really wanting to do that either. You probably wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't care. And so you just kind of want to keep that in mind. If something does give you that like icky feeling, you don't have to say that or make a facial expression, but just kind of be like, okay, like, interesting. Thanks for sharing that with me. I'm not really sure that that's, going to be at the top of my list, but, I'm interested to kind of discuss what else you find interesting or erotic. So that's important. And then if you guys get to a point where you're looking to kind of discuss in more detail, and also for you to then kind of think about, okay, is this sort of the non-kinky partner? How do I want to participate in this? Do I have some, fantasies or things I haven't tried that I would like to? There's a great list at the Pleasure Chest website, and we can post that link in the comments, that it's a yes, no, maybe list. And so all you do is just kind of have to go through the list and circle, here's the things I definitely would want to do. Here's the things I definitely do not want to do, even if my partner is like super excited about them. And then the maybe list is everything in between. So if there's something where it's like, oh, I'm not so sure I would do it, but probably, or if there's something that's like, I'm not really interested in that at all, but also I'm not too concerned about it. And so if that was an interest of my partner's, like, I would be up for that. And so that could be kind of like your maybe list, and that can be negotiated then with your partner. So that'll hopefully help you guys get the discussions going in a good way. And just remember, you don't want to be invasive. Stay curious and open. Don't yuck their yum. And check out your yes, no, maybe list. And thanks for joining. If you want more videos like this, subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thanks.